Lynette, your favorite holistic business coach, and I just want to come in here with a little Turo update. And if you guys watched the first video and you're like, yeah, I think this is kind of for me, just remember that it's super important to count the costs, right? So once again, I did this because I already had a car note and I became self-employed, trading time for money still, via Lyft and via getting coaching and consulting clients, right? So by getting a second car and renting it out via Turo, that actually allows me to cover both car notes, my insurance, and some of the other expenses. So it's really important to go through those steps and make sure that you know your ROI, your return on investment, before you decide to go ahead and jump in on that. So make sure you watch the first video that I did about that if you don't know what I'm talking about. But just remember, if somebody's taking your car, they're putting more miles on it, whether this is Lyft or Turo, you're gonna get more oil changes, right? You gotta fill up with gas all the time, probably more often, and you gotta get the car washed, which you can do yourself, right? Or you can do, I personally pay for a monthly program in order to do that. It's easier for me to just run it up there. They wash, they vacuum, I give them $25 a month. I tip them when I go there. All good, right? But you can do it yourself. You're going to have to, and you're still spending time. So today was one of the days where it was a little bit more for me. So I got my 2018 back and it needed an oil change. So I dropped it off last night, hoping they would get it done by noon. They didn't, right? So I'm like, I have a client come in. I'll just flip into my 2020. And so that required me going to get this one clean when I wasn't planning on it, as well as making a phone call to Turo for them to swap out my, so it took a little bit more time than usual. So there is time involved, making sure that it's clean. There's expenses involved. So making sure that you count that cost, right? All of that has to be included in there. And for me, thankfully, what I'm making this month with all of my booked reservations, this will be my last full one in September, it did cover both of my car notes, my car insurance, and part of my expenses. And that's what you want it to do for it to be valuable for you. And then I'll get my taxes back, I'll pay off hopefully one of the cars completely, and then it'll be even more of a cash generation for me. And I may bump up to like a couple more cars, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys were aware of that, making sure that you count the full cost when you're doing your return on investment and you choose the car that you're going to do. So with that, I'm going to hop out of this car because I got a client coming in 25 minutes. I'm going to lock it with Turo Go. And let me know if you guys have any questions. And I'm always here to help you guys as your favorite holistic business coach. Have a good one. Bye.